Hey, Rain here. Today is yet again another build showcase, and it's Exodia Contagion. It's an arcane for Zaws. It makes a very special build on those guys, and yeah, there are two builds I'm going to show you today. But first, let's start with the parts. For the parts we're going to use for the Exodia Contagion build. Strike is going to be Dokram. This is going to give us the highest base damage. Grip is going to be Shutang. This is going to also give us the highest base damage, and it turns the weapon into a heavy blade, which is very important. And Link is going to be Vergret to Yal, giving us the highest critical chance for stronger crits and higher crit tiers, which leads to higher burst damage. And that's pretty much what Exodia Contagion is. And that's it. These are the parts I will highly recommend for you to use. And now it's time for me to show you the builds. The first build is the melee duplicate build. Let's start with the mods. We're going to use Rending Crane. This is a stance, and this is a very important stance, and the reason why: weapon stance affects the explosion damage scaling on Exodia Contagion, and this is going to give us around 400%, which is quite good. It's a must-have stance for Exodia Contagion builds. Now for the mods over here, we're going to use Prime Pressure Point for melee damage, raw damage, mandatory. Condition Overload is a multiplicative damage increase to base damage sources like Prime Pressure Point on direct hit. This does not work on the AoE. So if you're not directly hitting enemies, there is no point in using Condition Overload, and you can remove this for a Smite mod, Riven, or Galvanized Reflect. Clarity Might is going to give us critical damage. Organ Shatter is also going to give us critical damage, mandatory. Sacrificial Steel is going to give us a lot of critical chance. We have a perfect, nearly perfect 100% critical chance, which is very important for Melee Duplicate. Melee Duplicate is arcane for this build. On base critical hits, those are yellow crits. 100% chance for your attacks to strike second time. That's like double damage on melee weapons. It's like multi-shot, and it's quite good for this build. Northwind and Prime Fever Strike is going to give us a lot of raw damage, viral damage. Chances of us proccing viral is quite low, but if it does, you're going to see bigger numbers, because one viral proc is 100% more damage. And Berserker's Fury is going to give us attack speed. This is the best attack speed mod. Not only is it going to make the swing attack from the Zaw faster, it's also going to make the projectile speed faster. And that's pretty much it. For this mod right here, there is no point using anything here. Tenokai doesn't work. The heavy attack stuff also doesn't work. We never heavy attack. So leave this empty. And that's it. These are the mods. Arcane. That's Exodia Contagion. The way this works is you're going to jump into the air. You're going to swing normally, looking down. You're going to toss a projectile, and it's going to explode in a large radius, and it does pretty good damage. That's the second arcane, and here are the stats. The only stats here we care about: critical chance, critical damage, and total damage. For the Riven, if you have one, crit chance, crit damage, additive damage is by far the best in slot, and you can remove Condition Overload, or you can go for attack speed, critical damage, additive damage, and remove Berserker's Fury. And that's it. These are the stats, mods, arcane, and now it's time for me to show you the second build. The second build is the melee exposure build. This build is going to focus around combo and melee exposure. We're going to remove melee duplicate for melee exposure, giving us 240% raw damage, which is quite good. We're also going to remove Sacrificial Steel, Organ Shatter for Galvanized Steel for critical chance critical damage, and Blood Rush for critical chance per combo multiplier. The way we're going to generate combo multi is by using a very unique shotgun called Rauta. This shotgun right here, you only need to use like 3 mods like Hell Chamber, Vigilant Ornaments, and some Fire Rate. You don't need to fully mod this thing, don't worry about it. Rauta has a unique passive. Every pellet that hits enemies increases the wielder's melee combo count, which is quite good. So you're going to shoot enemies with the shotgun, you're going to generate combo, easily capping it to 12x. We're also going to use Nerimon, it's a focus school. You're going to grab Power Spike. Instead of fully depleting, this is going to only decay while other combat by 5, which is quite good. So this is going to sustain our combo, and Rauta is going to generate our combo. And this way, Blood Rush is going to be fully capped, giving us 440% critical chance. Clarity Might is going to give us 110% critical chance, and Galvanized Steel also gives us critical chance. This way we're going to have around 243% critical chance, which is quite good. Consistent orange crits into red crits. Our critical damage is going to be around 5.2 or 5.4, which is also very good. And that's pretty much it. These the mods, arcanes, stats, Rauta mods. And now it's time for me to show you these two builds against the units. Alright, let's start. This is the first build. I'm going to spawn level 205 Steel Path Orc and Builder Group dudes. No buffs, armor strip. First things first, people are going to ask, how do I use Exodia Contagion? You're going to jump into the air, aim glide, and press E, which is the melee attack button. This way, you're going to toss a projectile that's going to travel and explode in a large radius. After that, you have to touch the ground and repeat. It explodes. It has a chance to proc viral. It has a guaranteed chance to proc impact. You can also directly hit enemies for the multiplicative stuff with condition overload. It has a chance to proc slash punch and impact on directly hitting enemies, and that's pretty much how it works. It's a very old arcane. It's been through a large amount of changes. It's been to nerfs. It's fine now. I believe it got nerfed with the health and armor changes. Enemies are much tankier now for Exodia Contagion, but you can easily fix this problem by using buffs, right? And overpower enemies' EHP. Whoa. But yeah, this is the first build. Boop. Boop. There we go. Goodbye. This guy over there. Goodbye. It's satisfying still. It's unique. Now for the second one. There it is. We're going to use Rauta. Let me show you how Rauta works. You're going to just shoot enemies. And we're done. We have 12x combo. Now every time we toss this thing, we have orange into reds. And this also works really, really well. I will say this is much better, especially once you spam abilities. You get melee exposure, shoot with Rauta, get your combo, and start tossing, and you will see much bigger numbers. Me showing against heavy gunners, like these guys are mega tanky, but if you use buffs, even those guys are going to fall quite fast. Let me show you again. There we go. Shoot this guy, jump, toss, and 1.9 million. 8.1 million. Beautiful. It kills everything, as you can see. And that's how Exodia Contagion works, and that's the build. Now it's time for me to show you the second build against the Steel Path enemies. So, let's go. And we're in. I'm up against the Corrupted Enemies Mod Survival Steel Path. I'm going to show you this build, the exposure build. We're going to shoot enemies to get combo, easily capping it to 12x. Spam abilities to get, melee exposure, jump and start swinging. And repeat. The gameplay loop is kinda janky now. It's old, it's a 10-year-old arcane, but it works, as you can see. Damage is fine. With buffs, it's going to be much better. I won't be using any buffs, like always. You can do this with every frame or any frame. It's not a frame specific. But yeah, it works really well, as you can see. Toss, boom. You cannot toss more than one, so the moment you toss one, you have to touch the floor and repeat. It's like Steinex's ultimate ability. It's like that. Look at this guy blocking my... There we go. 7.7 million. This thing went through changes, nerfs, buffs, It does have LOS, but because you can spam this thing, it's not a problem. Oof. That was beautiful over there. Beautiful. Unique. It works. The damage is fine-ish. And I hope you guys enjoy. There we go. These doodlies. Goodbye. Boop. Toss. Toss. Pretty good damage. But yeah. That's the weapon and the build. I believe you guys seen enough. Time for me to leave, boys. And be right back. And there you go. Exodia Contagion still works. I did try this thing with influence, not really tried it, but I looked into it, and it works, but it's not really that consistent. You have to butcher the damage, you have to focus a little bit more on stash chance, you have to build around electricity. It's not really the most efficient influence weapon. You can build around influence, but it's, like, burst damage-wise, much worse. Try it out, but it's something I will not recommend. But yeah, that's the weapon and the builds. I hope you guys enjoy the builds. Leave a like and sub, and of course, see you all next time. Thank you. Goodbye.